Wait, so they stopped sucking at one point?
Oh yeah, they're pretty good for a little bit, a couple stretches. It's just been so long.
At
People
least
don't
2
remember.
years.
Was that when they were in the NBA?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
always. We weren't no ABA rejects, son.
Sure.
We're always in the association.
CBA transplants.
Yeah, we ain't no New Jersey Nets.
Oh, got him.
Philadelphia 76ers because they won a title.
Yeah. Can't use them.
I know.
Mike, was that a tiny can of Coke or are you just massive now?
Just massive hands now.
Yeah, I like to feel like Andre the Giant holding that beer in that picture.
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure.
Yes.
Andre's shot of beer.
Coke Zero.
Oh, Coke Zero.
Yeah, portion control. Because I can't be trusted.
So instead he drinks 3 of
Good for
those.
you, Mike.
Yeah.
Speaking of portion control, comes naturally. We are.
Joe.
Mike.
I am Cody, and today we are joined by.
Taj!
There he is.
Just to keep up the excitement level for Mike, because he liked
Yeah.
it so much.
He did
did.
enjoy it.
Oh, it's fucking hot in here, dude.
No, I'm good, thanks.
What the fuck is happening in the background, Taj?
The kid's watching Elmo.
Oh, we gonna get sued.
The Not So Late Show?
The what?
The Not So Late Show?
No, she's just watching Elmo's World.
Because I want to watch Elmo host the Not So Late Show, and I'm actually legit excited about it.
I'm actually kind of intrigued by it as well.
The trailer for it made me giggle so much.
Made me giggle so much.
Yeah, it's high as shit, but
Of course you were.
usually I still like things when I'm not, so maybe just not as enthusiastic about them.
Nice. What's the Not So Late Show?
It's what is it on? What is it on?
HBO Max.
Platform. HBO,
HBO
Max. That's
Max,
right.
Yeah, so it just launched today, and it started with 3 episodes. It's basically the same thing as a late night talk show. The only thing is it's hosted by Elmo, and his co-host is Cookie Monster, and they have real guests on it. Yeah, so like out of the first couple episodes, like John Mulaney, Little Nas X, Katy Perry, I think, like a couple other people were guests on it.
Surprised you haven't seen that little trailer for it. Joe.
I have not.
Fair enough.
No, the only thing that I've seen with, actually, oddly enough, with Elmo and Cookie Monster is that Shannon Sharp was doing something with them. I can't remember what it was now.
Don't know.
Oh my god, that's so loud.
Right?
We are gonna get so sued.
And what's funny is it's not loud at all. But, mic, speakers, and all that stuff pick it up real well.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Oh, we are gonna get sued real bad.
That's all right.
The Not
That's
Too Late Show with Elmo. I was hoping to see a list of who's been on it, but nope. Cool.
Well, it just obviously just started because HBO Max just launched today, right?
Yeah.
Or this past
Yeah,
week.
a lot of their shows launched with 3 episode premieres.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's 3 episodes of the Not So Late Show. There's 3 episodes of that new Anna Kendrick TV show, and a couple of the other ones.
All right. Sorry,
God damn
that's
it,
just funny to
so
me.
loud.
Hey, Cody, did you see the news about Why the Last Man TV show,
Yes.
or the show that I should call previously known as Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So originally, I think it was because that there was that other show, Last Man, or whatever it was.
Last Man on Earth.
Last Man on Earth, that's what it was. Yeah, that they were going to change the name of Why the Last Man to just Why.
Yep.
But after a bunch of fan backlash, they decided to actually change the name back to Why the Last Man. And I'm happy to hear that it's still on track to actually be released.
Very true. Because I was sort of kind of worried.
Right? Especially with what's going on now. I don't even know if they've actually started filming yet, have they?
I think they were doing pre-production stuff.
Yeah. Because they had the most of the cast done, and that's the last I heard of it up until now. But I'm really excited about that. There was one piece of concept or picture or something. I don't know if it was concept art that I saw that was really cool.
I mean, they showed. I think they showed Yurik in costume.
Yeah, it was him in the gas mask and overcoat that he has, or the raincoat that he has, towards the beginning of the show, or the comic book, I should say.
Yeah.
Looks pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. Oh, well, I can't really show you that picture since you're on the same screen.
I was like, too bad you can't like airdrop it to other people. Share.
I can send it via text.
Yeah.
Good God, that is so loud.
It's bad. It's bad. Well,
he just leaves. It'd be funny if he just didn't come back. He was just watching the show. He's like, I like Elmo.
There it is. We both sent it. You get that, Mike?
I did.
Got it.
It's pretty dope, right?
With all them dead bodies around him?
Mm-hmm.
There's like some carnage going down.
Or just the mass extinction of men all over the world. Yep.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
That was pretty much all about that I had read. The other thing I saw for today is I didn't realize that Amazon didn't. They passed on the Dark Tower series that they had in development.
Did they say why?
Cost?
I think the overall thing was going to be cost. It was just going to be way too costly for what they wanted to do. They had a pilot made, and that was it. And they
Well, that's weird.
It'd be too expensive.
Well, my picture just showed up too. Sorry.
Plus, it was going to be tied into the movies that they had with Idris Elba, and that kind of tanked. So, kind of got killed on both fronts there. But reading about the original idea that the writer had for it was pretty fucking awesome. The way he envisioned it is basically once the movie got canned, he wanted to do it as the whole Gunslinger in and of itself. Start from Wizard and Glass though, so you start with young Roland, and you tell that story outside of the Dark Tower. And he even mentioned that he didn't even want to mention the Dark Tower until like season 3, where basically you tell it would be more of a traditional Western story about Roland and his friends coming to a town, and what I don't remember exactly what happens in Wizard and Glass, but he basically finds a girl that he falls in love with, and he ends up losing her, and it wanted to show his not even being aware of the Dark Tower at that time, slowly becoming aware of it and its presence, and then slowly becoming obsessed with it. And then at season 3, he wanted to move into the Gunslinger book, and he had this idea of like bringing along the young Gunslinger, and then at the beginning of season 3, kind of like doing this age progression. So basically showing like time has passed, and now you suddenly have a new actor who's actually playing old Roland, picks up in the Gunslinger book, and then you tell the rest of the story from there. I thought that sounded fucking awesome. And unfortunately, it got canned.
Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money.
Which is going to say that it's going to cost a lot of money because Amazon still has the Lord of the Rings show in production, and that's got to cost a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah. Plus, I mean, they have so many things like just rotating around right now, and having
The
two
Expanse is
giant
still
IPs.
going.
Yeah,
And they're always, they're still coming out with new content.
because they have that. Obviously, John Krasinski's going back to start season 3 of Jack Ryan.
Right.
They have the what was that one with the fairies and all that shit? That Joe and I liked.
Carnival Row.
Yeah,
I keep
Carnival
forgetting
Row.
about that show. I really liked that show.
Yeah, so that one. I mean, they got a lot of shit going, and like having two giant, we'll say, fantasy projects like that are gonna be like multi-million-dollar episodes. It's gonna be pretty ridiculous.
Very true.
And
the other thing with that Dark Tower one too, like no studio is gonna like okay or greenlight a show where it takes the 3rd season to get into like its biggest storyline,
Yeah,
Like
I know. You're reading through comments of people that some people had the exact same response, that you're, as a fan of the show, you're in it for the Dark Tower. So to spend 3 seasons before even getting to that is kind of awful.
Well, I'm not saying as a fan. I mean, I'm a fan as in of what I know, but I've only read one book and I only watched the movie. But I'm just saying, like, just studio thinking wise, there's no way they're going to say, yeah, take your time. And in the 3rd season, we'll get to the meat of it. You know what I mean? You better be teasing it at the end of 1st season. That's the only way they greenlight that.
You think so? I mean, there's been so many slowly drawn out series. I mean, maybe not recently, but there's a lot of series that just took forever to materialize into, something meaty. I mean, maybe they're more drama stuff, but I don't know. I could see it happening since the source material is popular.
Yeah.
Well, and to Joe's point too, that with the failure of the movie, out the gate like that, it hurts the property itself, because if you try to tie it to that, people automatically will be like, oh yeah, but it was tied to that shitty movie,
right? Which is what this originally was.
Yeah.
But to me, I think it would have been interesting. Because from the way that the guy describes it, it literally just would have been more of a Western type show. Because that's all that the Wizard of Glass really was. It was just Roland being young. Yes, it takes place in a fantasy type world, but the aesthetic of it would be more of a Western, or a late Western type world, with cars and stuff.
Because in that one, you don't really get into the crazy creatures. You get in that story, there's horses.
Yep. And you have like people. Oil fields, I remember.
Yeah.
Like it was still it's still something that was very much grounded that you could do.
Yeah.
And it would feel, to me, I think of it more of as like a Deadwood or something like that type of TV show.
Yeah, just with the witch involved.
Than what it finally turns into, which is a more fantasy type show.
Yeah, because if you just go Wizard and Glass, other than the opening where Roland and
they're stumbling
them are
through the Atlanta, that's the remnants of the Stand.
It's not Atlanta. It's
what was it?
It's in the middle somewhere. I feel like
but it is the remnants of the Stand. Like they even come across papers that mention the whatever flu that was.
Captain Trips,
yeah.
The super flu,
yeah.
Tube neck, what do you want to call it?
Yeah.
The world we're living in right now.
Seriously, right? But yeah, they end up outside the city and they hunker down to camp, and that's when Roland begins to tell the story of his Susanna, the one that he fell in love with years ago, and that's Wizard and Glass up until the end, where because their ultimate goal in that was to end up in the Emerald City, I think it was, right?
They're on their way to the Emerald City, yeah. Yeah,
they're on the way to the Emerald City, and that's where they meet up with Randall Flagg at the end of the book.
And he's like, well, my life's kind of been turned upside down, and I don't really know what to do with my life. And people are like, you know what, you're a bad dude. He's like, fair enough.
Do you know? Speaking of the movie, I remember reading that Matthew McConaughey turned down a role in Guardians to play that
Yep.
Dark Tower. Do you know what the role in Guardians would have been?
The original Guardians?
Guardians 2, I think.
Yeah, I want to say he's one of the Reavers, right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I sent another picture.
Oh, is that your image of the? They posted this earlier. Was is it Darkseid?
Yeah, it's
I know
Darkseid.
it's from the DC. It is Darkseid.
Yeah, Scott Snyder posted it.
Yeah.
Pretty sexy.
Right before that, he posted that they're not doing reshoots with any of the characters.
Which is fine because I understand that they kind of had a lot of footage anyway.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, they're probably, if anything, they're going to correct a lot of the CG. And I'm actually crossing my fingers and hoping that we get a better looking
Mustache.
Doomsday. I'm hoping he cuts that period because that wasn't even him that shot that. That was Joss Whedon.
That is true, and it was terrible.
And it was an unnecessary scene too.
Yeah,
it made no sense whatsoever.
It didn't need to be there. So I'm hoping he cuts that. I'm really just, like I said, hoping that they add a lot of stuff that wasn't originally in the movie, that was Zack Snyder stuff. They fix some of the CG more in the sense of like I said, Doomsday wasn't very unique or cool looking or anything. So I hope they fix that.
He resembled what was the
Abomination?
Abomination. Thank you very much. Resembled.
Yeah,
first Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first Marvel.
Ed Norton.
The only difference is he wasn't in Justice League. That was Batman v Superman.
Oh, Batman v Superman was.
Yeah, but I think he's just saying like he wants Darkseid to look cool and not generic.
Oh well, he said Doomsday.
No, but I was confusing the two movies for a second there. You're right. Yeah, my bad.
It's fine. But I mean, yeah, it's just interesting because like someone pointed out like that scene that you're seeing there is that first invasion scene you see where like they're learning about Darkseid and like he's taking over the planet and like you see the Green Lanterns getting taken out and all these different things and then like they force him back. This just looks like him there, and I was like, well, it seems like he should have been in that scene.
Yes.
But then you realize the scene they're talking about is when they win, or like the forces of good win against his army. And so, having him there being defeated probably was not the best idea. I don't know. But it's interesting. Oh, okay. We're dancing.
I'm dancing.
You guys see the new Star Wars game show that's premiering on June 3rd?
No. I kind of don't.
Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge.
Is this going to be like...
Is that
yes, it is.
Temple Run on Nickelodeon way back in the day?
Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Yes, it is.
We're going to have like Yoda instead of Olmec?
I mean, I don't know, but they show an R5 unit. Well, it looks like an R5 unit. Some kind of version of C-3PO. It's called Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge. There's a trailer for it.
What's it airing on? Is it literally like airing on Nickelodeon, taking up?
I'd imagine
like
Disney
Legends
Plus.
of the Hidden Temple.
I want to say it's.
It would have to be like Disney
No, it's
Plus.
on Star Wars Kids and their YouTube channel. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
That is weird looking.
Find it?
Who's the random black
Yeah.
guy? Is he the host?
Yeah.
Ahmed Best.
I do try my best. Thanks, buddy.
No. It'd be better if it was Ahmed Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
That'd be a very incoherent host.
This literally is
Mhm.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
It legit is.
Yeah. What if kids are gonna like get traumatized and like almost die in it too?
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we watched that weird special. Remember?
Yeah.
What's that
They're
YouTube
mostly
channel?
getting traumatized by, well, I mean, among other things, the random guys popping out at them during that the final temple run.
Yep.
That's funny.
Whoa, good lord! For a second, I thought Taj was
I
babbling.
heard Yoda.
Okay, go brush your teeth.
Yeah, go brush your teeth.
You think that the knowledge portion is going to be like trivia on Star Wars or actual knowledge?
I mean, maybe a little bit of both.
I think knowledge is gonna be like puzzle games and shit.
Yeah, stuff to test their minds.
I'm not going to lie. I'll probably watch a couple of episodes.
I mean, I'll check it out to see what it's like, but I don't really enjoy kids of any type. So, and
Either does Taj.
when they're on television programs like that, it's like, I also don't like you there either.
Watch your step.
Watch your step. Boom, got him. What's
Kids
up?
aren't that bad.
What's up?
I mean, they're bad, but they're not that bad.
I don't like them on TV because they're always little douchebags. Like I like watching MasterChef, right?
You
But
like what?
MasterChef?
Oh, MasterChef, the kids version?
No, the MasterChef, not the kids one. But I can't stand the kids one
Oh.
because they're all so douchey.
I'm
think
pretty
you're-
sure you were douchey as a kid.
Yeah, that's why I don't like them.
Makes sense. Did you guys I don't know if Cody had this on the docket or not, but did you see that
Docket like a
DC
fucking
and Henry
plant.
Cavill are officially in talks to extend their contract?
Yep. Seen that.
I like
article.
that. Considering he didn't want to leave anyways, right? I mean, that was always my understanding.
No,
Well,
he,
I still
he stated that he
believe
wants to still do Superman, yeah.
Yeah, I still believe that the reports were just blown out of proportion. I think his contract ran up and they didn't extend right away. And everyone's like, well, now he's not going to be Superman. You know,
Right.
like, it was the same thing with what was the other thing that damn near happened that everyone lost their mind? Oh, the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, we were told.
Remember, people were like,
yeah,
Marvel lost Spider-Man and blah blah blah. It's like, well, if you read the story and like what is actually officially said, it's like we didn't lose it. They're just still negotiating. Like they didn't come up with an agreement yet, and everyone freaked the fuck out. And I think those things happened like at about the same time, and it just seemed like everyone was kind of over exaggerating for no damn reason because it clearly stated that like. No one ever said he's not coming back as Superman. It was just reports are he's most likely not coming back. I'm like, well, based on what? The fact that he doesn't have a contract right now? Because
Yeah, if that's it, that's flimsy.
yeah,
right. I mean, why sign a contract when you don't have anything that you're even going to try for? Now it
Well-
sounds like they're probably going to try for something. So, sign a
yeah.
contract.
The whole point is, I think Cavill was just waiting on the next move, and they're like,
Mhm.
well, bring us your plan first, and they didn't know exactly what the plan was.
Yeah,
I remember at the time he tweeted out a weird video where he was just holding a Superman doll. Remember that?
yes.
With
Well,
Superman
actually,
action.
yeah.
And then his agent, who was The Rock's agent, Danny Garcia, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She and also The Rock's ex-wife, which is weird. But she tweeted out like something to the effect that LOL rumors are crazy or something like that, and was like without like shutting it down, was just basically kind of telling everyone to relax, and nobody listened. Nobody was like, oh, okay, maybe we're overreacting. Everyone was just like, oh, fucking DC did it again. It's like, relax. Everyone can chill.
Right.
People really jump to conclusions so fast that you can't keep up anymore.
The Spider-Man thing was nuts. I remember talking about it on the podcast like the day it broke, or like the next day. We were like right around that, and we were all like he's coming back. Like Marvel's not gonna build him up as the next leader just
And
to
not
see
bring
him
him back.
go. You know?
And Sony's not going to lose like guaranteed money
Yeah,
on
No.
this.
they just wanted
So-
more of it. So
They just want more of it, right?
Right, and it only makes sense for them to, you know, sit and wait until they know exactly what's happening.
Also, kind of silly of Marvel to build your future around a character you don't have locked up. Like you're like as a
Very
negotiation.
true. It's not,
tactic.
it's not their
Like
property right now.
you should know going in, like this is gonna cost us a lot more to keep this kid as Spider-Man than we were originally thinking, and they should be okay with it because they're making all the fucking money anyway.
right.
Mhm.
And
They're
it'd be
gonna miss
silly
it.
of Sony just to be like, yeah, we'll just continue on same rates. Sony's smarter than that. They know that they're making better Spider-Man movies than they can make right now. So let them make better Spider-Man movies.
They really tried to play hardball with the wrong company, is what I think it came down to.
no, I think they did that on purpose so they would get a better deal. They went hard so they would have to negotiate more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the right thing, but I think the whole talks got leaked early
Yeah,
and let everyone freak out. I was like, that's a negotiation process. Like,
yeah. That's what I was
They
thinking.
you know,
exist all the time.
Marvel's asking not to give you more money. Sony's
Sony
asking
says
for
we
a
gotta-
shit ton more money. And they eventually meet somewhere in the middle, and you know, Marvel gets their Spider-Man, and then Sony
gets their money.
Yeah, Sony gets to eventually do a Venom Spider-Man movie. Like, it's kind of the
I mean, Sony had the right leverage. Not all the
Yeah.
leverage, but they had the right leverage. So, I mean, it was always going to work out the right way. But
one of the few things Sony has done correctly in the world of Spider-Man.
they can hang that over Fox's head because Fox never did anything right.
You know what's weird is I still stand by the first Amazing Spider-Man as one of my most favorite Spider-Man movies.
I would agree with you. I liked it a lot.
And then
I liked Andrew Garfield in general, but I mean, he was in and out so fast.
yeah, but that second one was just so bad.
And it was just bad writing. It was all bad. Jamie Foxx was awful,
Yeah,
and it was, everything about that.
They obviously gave Jamie Foxx the wrong
script.
route
Roll.
to go with that character. It was like Jamie Foxx can act his ass off.
Yeah, he can, but he was terrible in that movie.
Yeah, it was just a bad direction. Like, oh, you're just okay. And then his lines and stuff were real rough. I was like, ooh.
And even like the CGI and all, just it was just a bad character.
I remember the first sign they showed him. I thought it looked pretty cool. The first still that they released, I was like, "Oh, he looks pretty dope." But then you saw him in like motion and using his
It
power.
was
I was like,
bad.
"Nah, I
Mm-mm.
Nope, I don't want none of that.
I still haven't seen that movie,
Really?
and I'm not in a rush to see it.
Yep, you
yeah, you
should.
don't have to."
Yeah.
You're not missing anything, that's for sure.
You missed Homegirl break her neck at the end. That was pretty cool.
Spoiler alerts.
He
Oops.
knows.
Well,
Does he know?
The difference, though, I mean, he knows comic books. Difference is it wasn't nearly as public as the comic books made it because they were inside that tower. But in the comic books, it was on the bridge in front of everybody, including the school bus full of kids.
Yeah. I wonder how
A little
that
more traumatic.
played out. If that was a better movie, people would have been so much more invested in that moment. Because like the build up in that scene was actually pretty cool, with like the slow mo and all the stuff going on around the web and everything.
Yep.
But then I think by the time that rolled around, everyone knew this was going to be the last Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie. Like you just knew about halfway through. You're like, oh, they're not doing another one. Like,
Yeah, this isn't gonna make it.
well, we saw it like opening
Yeah.
weekend, and it was just like we knew going out. We're like, well, that was the last one. That's a bummer. I hope the next one's good.
It's at that time Sony had the whole idea that they were going to do the that other Spider-Man spin-off with the villains.
Sinister Six. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, oh shit, we done fucked up bad.
Which is much better suited to be led by Michael Keaton than whoever they had in talks before. So
Oh, seriously, right?
Michael Keaton, damn. He was in
Probably
Jack-
one of my favorite
I saw
villains.
Jackie Brown for the first time. That shit was ridiculous.
That surprised me that you said that, because I think I've seen Jackie Brown.
Yeah, man. I just missed it. I don't know why.
But you said, Mike, you missed a lot of the early Tarantino movies, though, right?
I started with Pulp Fiction. I saw Reservoir Dogs after Pulp Fiction, obviously. Like, I had to go back and find Reservoir Dogs.
And you still haven't seen Kill Bill 1 or 2.
Right. So, yeah, the 3 that I haven't seen was Jackie Brown and the 2 Kill Bills. Honestly, Kill Bill just didn't interest me when it came out.
Really? So is it on your docket to get caught up on, or?
Yeah, I bought the Tarantino set.
Okay, so now you can just go ahead and dive in.
Yeah, so I'll get those 2 watched in the next couple weeks, probably.
How much money have you spent on iTunes the last couple weeks, Mike?
I don't
Ballpark.
know about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Moving on.
Honestly, probably around $100 the last couple weeks.
Not
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
tough, man. They are putting some stuff up there. I finally bought the Indiana Jones movies.
Oh yeah.
Really?
All 3 of them?
I've owned those for a while.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
All 4 of them.
3 of them.
They come
3
in
of
a
'em.
set. Did you
On
buy them
digital, though?
individually?
Yeah.
Did you buy them
But
individually?
his favorite one is the Crystal Skull, so
Did
you know
buy
you
them
got that one.
individually?
You shut your whore mouth, Taj. I will fucking remove you from this call. I bought the bundle because it came out to be
Uh-huh.
be
so
less.
It comes with that bonus material, meaning the 4th movie.
Yeah, all that the stuff
Wouldn't really call
they
that a bonus.
they should have left on the cutting room floor. But it came out to the price of
Well,
basically loaning 2 of the movies. So I was like, oh, 2 movies for free.
But Kate Blanchett.
Because we've had this
Uh-oh.
discussion before that Cody, when he buys these types of movies, that he's buying the 3 movies and he's just getting the 4th one free.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah, they threw that one in there because they couldn't sell it any other way.
Because he wasn't going to buy it any other way.
I've been meaning to go back and rewatch those movies. I always have to watch those
Start with 4.
at least once a year.
Ugh, don't ever watch 4.
We'll start with 4 so you're not disappointed by the end.
No, just don't watch it at all.
No, I'd end up watching it.
Of course you're going to end up watching it. It's a part of this series.
Ugh.
Look, everybody has a bad day. Indiana Jones had a bad movie. So, you can't fault it for him.
Tremendous.
At least there's only one bad Indiana Jones movies, but there's 2 bad
true.
Die Hard movies.
Yeah,
So,
this is very true.
Too bad what movies?
Die Hard.
Oh. There's so many of them, though.
Only 5.
It feels like there's a shit ton of them. Like the Rocky movies, it feels like there's 20 of them.
So your 2 bad ones are the last 2, then?
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Easily.
Yes.
They progressively got worse. Like,
Hey, can
the
you
fourth
even tell
one
me the
wasn't
names of those
like-
movies?
What was that?
what?
Can you even tell me the names of those movies?
Live Free or Die Hard.
And,
A Good Day to Die Hard.
There you go.
there we go.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But that's what I'm saying is like that movie was so like I can watch Live Free or Die Hard and I can pull some enjoyment from it.
There's some
But
fun
the
stuff
last
in
one,
it.
I agree.
the last one is so bad I can't even remember the title of it.
It feels like it should have been a directed DVD movie.
It should have been
It looks
on
like
the cutting
it.
room floor.
It's the dialogue is hokey as fuck, and then it's just he amps up his superhero. You know how like in the 4th one, it was like, oh, he's kind of too superhuman for John McClane. You know what I mean? Like he's doing shit that's just a little bit outside of his like realm.
Wheelhouse or
ability.
realm.
But in the 5th one, I remember he like basically jumped off a building and lived like, at one point.
Well, didn't they drove the truck off the busted bridge too? I mean, there was all kinds of shit that they're going
It's hard for me
full.
to together, but because I haven't seen it since theaters.
That really is the worst title of them all. I mean, Die Hard, it's a good title, solid. Die Hard 2, Die Harder, it's a solid title.
Classic.
It gives us that classic like naming scheme.
Yeah.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. It makes sense.
And
Live
it's-
Free or Die Hard. Again, it makes sense. But by the next one, by the final one, A Good Day to Die Hard
So
doesn't
terrible.
even make sense. It's
So
the
terrible.
title itself.
Well, it's the
doesn't
play
make
on the Bond series. So,
Yeah, except for not good.
well, I didn't say it was good. I just said it was a play on.
There's a reason there's been 17 different Bonds. You just give a new one that name after the other one dies of some horrific death and/or fucking liver cancer.
Awful movie.
Speaking of which, I'm looking at all the Die Hard or the James Bond movies in my iTunes. I bought a bunch of stuff recently. I'm trying to remember what all I bought. I'm starting to think I have a problem
I was just about to say that.
because I can't remember all the stuff I bought the last week or so.
The last couple of weeks, I've spent like $100 probably around about on iTunes, but I have not spent more than $5 per movie. I guarantee you
That's
that.
good.
Oh, you know what I was going to bring up? I knew I bought something I wanted to talk about. The 25th anniversary of wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I don't know. Where to go?
I don't know where to go.
Where to go?
God damn it. So much stuff. It's a
Tron.
Gladiator.
Gladiators?
Gladiator?
The American kind?
The American Gladiator? Oh, that'd be awesome.
Gladiator, you know the one about the gladiators?
Oh, with Russell Crowe?
Yeah, Gladiator.
Unleash Hell.
But they just released the anniversary edition of it, and they did it in 4K.
That's a bloody 4K right there.
It's fucking gorgeous. I was like, dang, I like this movie even more.
Nice.
It's just such a great movie. It's hard not to love every ounce of that movie.
True, it is fantastic. But it's the actual fight scene with the tigers is gnarly, dude. You're like, holy shit, them is real tigers.
Them is right up in here.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to think when I saw they were doing the 20th anniversary thing, I was like, God damn, 20 years.
Mike looked back and said, oh, I remember watching that on VHS. And I was like, I remember watching it in the
Favorite
theater.
Ridley Scott movie?
Well, we know what Joe's going to say.
What's Joe going to say?
You not know me that well?
Come on, bro.
Maybe I just don't pay attention. Or I just
It
don't know.
rhymes with Alien.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a little movie called Alien.
Balian?
Bailey? Malian.
All of those are on HBO Max too. I saw that. I mean, I own them all, but I was like, cool, now I don't have to get them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I own them all on Blu-ray.
Me too.
All right, back to the topic. Cody.
I got distracted. I'm sorry. What were we
Thelma
talking
and
about?
Louise? Is that what you're going to say?
What? What'd you say?
Thelma and Louise?
That's his favorite Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah.
First off, no.
Quick, what's your favorite Brad Pitt movie? Go.
Changing topic again, huh?
Yeah. Fast.
7. But anyways, move on.
All right, Cody.
It's a pretty solid poll. Favorite Brad Pitt movie? Well, it's definitely not World War Z because I still haven't seen it.
Really?
Don't
You're not
think
missing
it's not
much.
a good movie.
Not
Yeah, I
going to
know.
be your favorite.
It's definitely not going to be.
Yeah,
He's not the problem with that movie.
There's some cool stuff in it, but it's in general pretty bad. Really like the last act where they're in the building.
No, I don't.
There's some cool stuff in that one. I was talking to Joe.
Oh,
I
fair
saw it
enough.
with Joe.
I vaguely only remember scenes of that movie.
Yeah, the third act takes place in like a weird building. I can't remember.
It's like a science building or something.
Yeah.
Where they do all the testing.
But
Yeah.
they
Yes, I
they do
remember
the
that.
intense build up thing pretty well in that one. But it's all Brad Pitt. It's like just Brad Pitt on screen.
Yeah.
Being a
Yeah.
movie star, and that's just fun to watch.
So
But again,
for
that's another I haven't seen. Years.
so for the Ridley Scott would be probably Black Hawk Down
All right.
because I really like that movie.
Really good movie.
Solid movie.
For Brad Pitt, this is a tough one. I mean, I could say Cool World,
Yeah, you could.
You shouldn't.
but I always go back to. I mean, I can't really. There's two of them I look at. Meet Joe Black is probably my favorite.
Ew.
But But
When he got hit by the car twice, that was great.
yeah. But I love him in Ocean's 11.
I do too.
The problem is there's not enough of him in Ocean's 11.
He's definitely scene still and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The swagger is turned up in that like crazy. But his overall best performance in any movie is Snatch.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I think my problem with him is that he has a type of movie that, for like everything that you want to feel like watching.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's touched every role.
He's got a lot of characters that he's played, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Fantastic fucking movie. He's so awesome in that. Fury, amazing. I love that movie because he's in it. You know, Fight Club is really awesome. Seven's good. Inglourious Bastard is awesome. The Ocean series, he's really good in that.
Yep.
It's hard
11
for me
and 13,
to pick
not 12 though.
a movie. Even 12 Monkeys, I forgot that he was in it, but he plays a crazy guy in it. Yeah.
From what I heard, he plays
good.
himself in that movie.
Oh,
That's what Bruce Willis said.
Are we going to trust Bruce Willis, though?
I mean, maybe. Speaking of which, Bruce Willis has a TikTok, and it is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
how many times did you watch it?
I've seen all the ones he posts because they come up in my feed, but it's like,
So you follow him?
no, well, I do. And the only reason why is because I follow him,
No,
so
but I
his
do.
videos don't show up in the For You one, which is like the more random stuff people you don't follow. And then when I go to like the people I follow one, I just can skip his videos. But he's real bad.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
First off, he's probably still quarantined with his ex-wife and his current wife and family.
They all live in the same compound, yeah.
And he's... I like Bruce Willis, but he's also a very even-keeled type of person when he's not being crazy, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if he's not doing, some of our favorite films, he's
Bruce
ruining
Willis is one of those weird ones because your favorite movies of Bruce Willis, he's playing the same character.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's not a knock on him. It's like, yeah, I like this character. With
He just really does that character really well.
Slight variations, you know what I mean? Like, he could be fucking old and hungover, or he could be a wise ass, or, you know what I mean? It could be kind of funny, but it's generally pretty much the same guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just different circumstances.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, though, he's all over the place.
He's got range.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
He can play invisible.
until
good.
some electrical lines.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, Ridley Scott,
So much range.
Brad Pitt, go.
Ridley Scott, I would say Alien, but to keep it different.
They must be different.
No, because you already said it. I think it's an obvious one, I think, but I think one of a more low key one would be Matchstick Men. I really love Matchstick Men.
That's a good movie.
Sam Rockwell's one of his best, man. One of his best.
That was one of the first things I remember seeing Sam Rockwell in and being like, oh, well, this guy, this is a dude where you just watch his movies for a while. Like, whatever it is, go ahead and watch it. You're safe, you know? Brad Pitt.
Say Interview with the Vampire.
I was
No.
waiting for somebody to mention that.
I do love that movie, but
I don't know. It seems weird because it seems like recency bias, but god damn it, him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is... Because
great.
my favorite Brad Pitt is when he's kind of funny.
Yes, right?
Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith or Ocean's 11 or the Oceans movies in general.
I agree.
But yeah, and I really thought Brad Pitt was gonna die in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in that old guy's house.
Yeah, that
I was
So fucking much tense.
I was getting ready to be so pissed. Like, just that slowest fucking walk ever to the back of the. I was like, God damn it, they're gonna fucking kill him.
they drew that out. He drew it out so long.
I had a headache after
my
that
God.
scene. I was so stressed out. I was like, I wanted to pause it and go outside and have a cigarette, and I don't even smoke. It's just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Did Joe say his Brad Pitt movie?
I couldn't decide on one. We'll call it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, I know, like Mike said, it's kind of the newest one, so it kind of sticks in my head the easiest. But it's such a fucking good movie, and he's so fucking good in it.
It really is a great movie.
No wrong answer when it's that one.
The scene where he goes up against Bruce Lee, god damn it,
was so fucking hilarious.
People hate that scene. The Bruce.
I mean,
fuck those
people.
people.
At the fucking door of the car. It was hilarious.
I don't care, man. I don't care what other people think. It was a great scene.
It was a great scene, but people forget that like he didn't whoop Bruce Lee's ass.
No, you just kicked him into the car.
Yeah, like Bruce Lee got him quick on one. He fucking sidestepped
and he
him.
Said, "Do it again."
The second one, and then the third one, it was like an even match. But that scene was important because the dude had to fuck up like 4 people at the end of the movie, and you needed to establish that he was a badass.
Yeah, that he could fucking handle his
so
shit.
The fact that he went toe to toe with Bruce Lee didn't necessarily win, but he can go toe to toe with him. It set that up at the end. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I mean,
he gonna definitely fuck up some regular people.
Oh yeah.
Well, on that note, I think we should probably wrap it up today.
What?
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless you got more to talk about, Mike.
I got nothing to talk about.
That's what I fucking thought.
Mike.
Son of a...
We had other stuff to talk about. We could have talked about Apple TV announced they're ordering in new episodes of Fraggle Rock.
A reboot, yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Reboot of Fraggle Rock.
I'm down.
Yeah, man.
Apparently they have streamed the original series.
It's on there right now.
Yeah, which I just didn't see, but I guess they're promoting their newer stuff first. Although I don't know how much I would really rewatch Fraggle Rock.
You probably
will
will.
catch a couple of episodes of the new stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to make it through the entire thing.
That seems like your fault.
Real quick, before we go, what's the first thing you guys gonna watch on HBO Max? Or the first thing you did watch, if you already watched something?
I don't even know what's on there, so I don't know.
I watched some We Bare Bears.
Watch some what, Cody?
We Bare Bears.
That's on HBO Max.
Yeah, because they Warner owns Cartoon Network.
All the Adult Swim stuff is on
Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Yeah. The only bad thing right now is it doesn't have any current run Adult Swim stuff. So like the new season of Rick and Morty aren't on there. It's just season 1 through 3.
Well, I think I don't know actually.
Because they have a deal with Hulu.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Then I couldn't remember if they actually had a deal with Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's what it is.
Yep.
They do have. I think they do run their first run stuff on their actual app on Adult Swim, but don't quote me on that.
They do,
because I think in the past I have watched.
Yeah.
It's only up there for like a couple of days or a couple of weeks or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah.
Yeah, they have season
Anybody
1
watch
through
the,
4 of
SpaceX,
Fraggle Rock.
launch, well, quote unquote, launch today.
You mean
I
the
watched
one that was
like
canceled?
Minutes of it, and I didn't catch the launch itself, but I was working, so I couldn't stay with it.
There was no launch.
It got scrubbed because of weather, so that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
I really want to watch that.
Did they reschedule the launch already, or what?
I'm sorry, what?
This
Have
weekend.
they rescheduled the launch?
Yeah, so their next opening for launch is actually this Friday. I don't know what time, but it's this Friday. I'm sure they'll stream it like they did this one.
Right. I actually have a good friend that actually works for NASA, so he posted the link, and I jumped on real quick.
Nice.
He's the corporate security guy, so he travels a ton, but still, he works for NASA, which is awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Joe.
I got a good friend that works for Best Buy.
Thanks. Oh wait, which one?
And on that note,
And yeah, that's it. Comes naturally, we are.
That's it. Joe.
Mike.
I'm Cody, and again, we were joined today by,
Gosh.
and as usual, you fuckers just came naturally, and Joe got a sick burn.
Said.